What do we know about how cannabinoids interfere with cancer drugs? Well, not as much as I wish, but I'll share what we got. I'm Lex Pelger. I'm a drug writer focused on cannabinoid science. I'm sponsored by the Cannabis Health and Research Initiative out of Johns Hopkins. For the National Cannabis Study, they will pay you $100 to talk about your use of our favorite plant. Link in bio. You can also join their newsletter where twice a month they curate the best of clinical cannabinoid science. For chemotherapy drugs themselves, there have not been many studies, but this one found that medical cannabis did not interfere with two main anti-cancer drugs. For radiation therapy, this review of trials found that cannabis helped with anxiety and nausea of the treatment, but they weren't looking at long-term effects and I couldn't find any data for it. For the effects on immunotherapy, where the drug uses the body's own immune system, the data is the most mixed. And this makes sense because while the effects of cannabinoids in the immune system are quite complicated, overall, they tend to be immunosuppressive, which means that they lower the activation of the immune system, meaning that your immunotherapy drugs might not work as well. First, you have this review of 9 trials that found no evidence of cannabis causing any meaningful adverse changes. And it's true that in all of these studies here, cannabis use did not have a significant impact on survival or therapy efficacy. But in these studies, cannabis use was associated with worse overall survival and worse response rate to the treatment. And for the very worst one, in these people with colon cancer, those with a history of cannabis use disorder were 10 times more likely to be dead within 5 years. Finally, for hormone therapy, which is often used with breast cancer, I don't know of any studies with cannabis itself. But for CBD, these first 2 studies showed it helped with the side effects and did not interfere with the treatment. But then in this last case study of a woman with breast cancer, 40 milligrams of CBD per day reduced the effective levels of her hormone therapy cancer drug. And unfortunately, that's almost all the data I could find. As always, if you want my full science archive on this subject, just shoot me a message.